Ladies and gentlemen, I have another great video for you today. Look, if you are a real estate agent and you're struggling to close more deals, or you simply aren't getting where you want in your career, then this video is going to change that for you. So if you sit with me for the next 15 to 20 minutes, then I'm going to show you the latest and greatest updates to ChatGPT and OpenAI and how this is absolutely going to explode your sales for you. It's actually funny because the video started when I started watching some Ryan Serhant, of course, and if you don't follow the channel, then Ryan Serhant obviously is a big person in the real estate space, and in fact, he's the best agent in the world. And I watched this really important video. So if you haven't seen it already, the video title was I met 94 billionaires. Here's 6 things I learned. Now, out of this video, these are the key takeaways that I actually got, because you see, if you talk to 94 billionaires, you would get a thing or two on how to make some money. Okay, and it's a small video. I recommend you check it out. This isn't my video, by the way, but it's absolutely amazing. So here's what I really got and why I decided to even make this video. First of all, billionaires do not have a lot of time, right? Now, most people don't have a lot of time, but billionaires certainly don't have a lot of time, since it's their greatest asset and it's the most valuable thing to them. And the second thing which stems off of that is billionaires, what he said absolutely blew my mind, is that billionaires make decisions fast, not slow, but they make them immediately. They're great decision makers. It's probably why they are billionaires. However, if you're dealing with a client and they're texting you, they're calling you, they want to make another inspection, if there was a perfect buyer to close a deal, they would have bought it like that, okay? They would have bought it instantly, and they wouldn't have to text you 20 times. And you know the difference between a person that asks you every question, all of this, and they're not paying as much, but the people who pay for the $1 million house pay way more and do a lot less. And they don't need to see the house in detail. So what am I going on about? Well, most deals actually closed over phone and on text. Okay, so they closed over text message and not over an actual call. This was what was in the video for Ryan Serhant, okay? And this is what I learned. He texted them, yes, and they said, let's sign the deal. So if you don't think that it's possible to close more deals, then let me show you how the best agent does it. And we have to learn from the best to be the best in that top 1% that I know you're looking and striving to be. So why is this even crucial information, and why is this good news for us? Well, coming back to AI and ChatGPT is, well, now that we know that most deals can actually be closed, especially the higher end ones, which, let's be honest, are going to make you the most money, is going to be through text. So to close anyone on the phone, plus getting the best advice from the real estate agent, Ryan Serhant, imagine if you could ask him any question, okay? So here it is. Here's my guide for you to actually talk to Ryan Serhant, and on top of this, message like Ryan Serhant and close deals like Ryan Serhant. So if we come in here to ChatGPT or OpenAI, you're going to create a free account. So I've already logged in. I've already created a free account. Now, there's been some minor updates, but I would say major in my mind, that has happened. Okay, and that's what we're going to be talking about and how it's going to save you a lot of time and make you a lot more money. So I've actually got this guide here, and what you're going to do is you're obviously going to create your free OpenAI account. Very simple. This does not cost anything. This is free. Once you're logged in, what you want to do is you typically are going to see this average bland kind of, text box, and it'll have some questions. So if it hasn't already updated for you, you need to open the sidebar right here. Now, if you see to my left, there's 4 circles here, or 4 dots, and it says explore GPTs. This is where a lot of the magic is going to happen, and this has been released to the public, which used to be a paid feature with OpenAI and ChatGPT. So if we come back here, you're going to click on it where it says explore GPTs. Okay, now you're going to be greeted with this amazing page, and we don't want to get too caught up because I have some specific instructions that I want you to actually see. So if you see here, we have GPTs. Now these are specific for certain purposes and goals that you have in mind. So there's got a lot here, but I have a specific one for you. So now we've updated our page and we have the Explore GPTs. What we're going to do is we're going to be greeted by these options. Don't be scared, but I want you to type this in exactly. Okay, Ryan Serhant style assistant for our particular needs. Okay, so if you see here, it's called Ryan Serhant and it's by this guy. I've been using it. It's been very good. And as you can see, some of them, which you can already start, is analyze this market data for me, provide me info on a listing, respond to an email, and we're going to get into all that good stuff. So the reason why this is so much better than the standard GPT is that this is going to be now specific for us. Before, you have to say a lot of detail of who you are, what you're saying, can you respond to my email, but it's going to be a lot better because it already knows why you want to do this. So let's give an example, okay? All right, so we can start typing away, and this is really just the beginning. So the most common one that we're going to hit on today is the text feature. There's also going to be an option in which you can upload a file, which was not released to the public at all whatsoever, which is amazing. And next, you can even upload sheets and use it however you want. So now it's not just a text base, but you can actually, the AI can actually interpret the files, the images that you have, okay? And this is also free, by the way. And although many features like this are great, how can we actually use these practically? And that's why I want to go over in this video. So in order to help, we're going to get an email example, and simply we're going to put in this, okay? So we're going to put in this email and we're going to add to it, I need you to create me a professional looking email to overcome this objection. And you can simply copy and paste. I've already done this for you. And then we're simply going to go to this email. Now, you've already got this prompt in here. We call a prompt or a message so that the AI understands what we're saying. And we're going to put in this long email here from John. Us as John as a realtor. Hope you're doing good. Just wanted to chat about the buyer's offer we got. I feel like the price they're offering is a bit low, and I'm just worried that they might ask for a lot of repairs after the inspection. Flexible about closing dates. I'm just concerned about the complicating things. Can we also, talk about these concerns, see what options are? So this is probably a typical email that you're going to get from a vendor telling you that they don't like the buyer's current offer, because your job is simply to get them the best possible price. So without me talking too much, let me just show you what I'm talking about. So this is the type of response that we got back. I wanted to touch base with you regarding the buyer's offer we received, and I understand that there's a few concerns that need addressing, but I believe this offer truly is the best option for you. And then it's actually going to break it down. Firstly, the biggest concern, it's addressing each concern at a time. The price. So how are we going to overcome the price objection? It's a classic one, right? While the price may seem to be a bit low for the market, it's important to consider the current trends and the fact that a swift sale can save us from potential future market fluctuations. Additionally, this often includes a solid pre-approval, which minimizes the risk of finance failing through. Inspection and repairs, they also talked about, obviously, look, they're going to be concerned about inspection and repairs, I know it. The potential of repair requests after inspection is always a concern. Great, so they acknowledge them. However, we can negotiate to cap the amount the buyers can request for repairs over a credit towards repairs, giving us more control over this aspect. We'll figure this out together one step at a time. Once again, 100% has answered this question, acknowledged this question, and has overcome it greatly. So next is closing dates. So they're flexible with whatever date, because I said they just want to get a good buyer. And we're going to say, well, look, flexibility is great and can actually work in our favor, giving us more time for our next home without the pressure of immediate relocation. We can also propose a time frame that better suits our needs. And look, it's going to go through each one, and it's going to do an insane job. Now, the thing is obviously ChatGPT has to speak kind of your language, because people will know the difference between you on an email and not. So you can potentially just give it some text that you've written and say, can you copy this style? That way that it talks in your style, and whilst also overcoming all of these. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Now we're actually going to get a little bit more sophisticated, so be sure to stay with me. Now we've added that prompt, we've uploaded, and that's pretty much the text done. Now the second way we can do this is by coming here and clicking this little paperclip icon, which you've probably noticed. Once you come here, what you can do is you can actually connect either your Google Drive or you can connect to your Microsoft OneDrive. Whichever you have is completely fine. I know a lot of realtors use the Google system. So what you're going to do is you click that, you're going to log in, and you're going to accept all the terms and conditions, and then you're going to come straight there. Okay, so I'm going to wait, and then you can come back and do that. All right, so now that you're back, what we're going to do is we're going to click on this once again. Okay, once we've actually clicked onto the Google Drive, you're going to see our actual folders show up here. So what I'm going to do is click on just one of my folders, go on that, and then I'm actually going to do the real estate commissions sheet, which I have, and this is going to be the average price of the houses and who got the most commission. I'm going to ask it, or who sold the most houses. Okay, now I'm going to show you what this sees for is before I'm actually going to ask ChatGPT, so you know what I'm talking about. So here we have a basic spreadsheet of the house addresses we sold that month, the day in the week at which we sold it, the prices we sold, and as well as the agents that sold it. Okay, so we're going to come back here and we're going to click that one here. We're going to click select so it knows which one we want, and we're simply going to wait. So see how it even says the name there, real estate commissions, so you know it's the right one. And we're going to ask you the question. Can you tell me what was the average price that John sold his houses for during 3 months? Okay, and if you see here it says analyzing, so now it's analyzing the data that we just gave it, so they can actually look and it's going to give me a real answer. So just wait for this. Okay, so now on top of this, if you would want to know the average house price sold from that 3-month period, it's actually going to tell you, which is right here. And you can even view the analysis here, which is how we got this data, just to confirm that it's right. Okay, the next feature that you can do, as well as clicking onto that, is actually uploading something from your computer. Okay, so we're going to do that. For example, I'm going to upload a photo of one of the properties I'm selling, for example, and we want to ask it, can you make me a listing description for this property as you would? And now it can visually look at this image, and here we go, and there you go, the wooden pathway, and it's actually going to be based off the image. So now it's not just like, oh, can you create me one using the old one? Now it's visually going to be looking at this. But going back to the point of saving more time, right? Because time is your greatest asset, okay? There's one more thing that I have installed for you today. So here are just some of the updated features that I knew you guys had to check out. But this one is the best that you'll ever see out there, because this is where it really gets scary in terms of AI. So now you can follow up with people and overcome any objection. You can create an insane listing description using the actual photo of the image. You can analyze any data in order to find your best selling areas. But now it's going to get even crazier. Okay, you want to head over to slides if you haven't already. You simply find the slides by clicking on these 3 dots, and it'll have this yellow image. Now what I want you to do is click on a blank presentation, completely blank. Okay, now you're probably wondering, well, Dante, what does this have to do with slides? You've told me Ryan Serhant, you've told me the lesson you've learned from him. Now, how can this actually be applied into me closing more sales? Well, I'll tell you. It all starts with the beginning of the sale, right? Which is your presentation. Now, how long does it take you to build your presentation for each house? A long time, right? So this is when I found out this amazing add-on that you can use for slides, and it's been around only for a little while now. So your competition probably doesn't know about it. In fact, they don't. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come here to the extensions tab, and you're going to click add-on. Click get add-ons. Now we're going to search in this search app, magic slides. Okay, so if you come here, you should see GPT slide maker here, alright, and you should see something here, okay? So go ahead and install this now. Okay, now that you're back, what we're going to do is click on magic slides. And what we're going to do is we're going to click generate a PowerPoint, okay? Okay, on the side here, you're going to fill in this information so it knows what you want to talk about. So what you're going to do is enter your topic info, say I'm a real estate agent selling myself on why they should choose me to sell their house. Right? Any extra information? None. Okay, maybe you want a URL, something like that, to your website from maybe Barry Plant or Ray White, something like that. Your agency. Number of slides. Let's say we want 10, and you can even have AI images. That's an upgrade. And we're just going to put things in bullet form to make things nice and short so you can present. And then we're simply going to click generate presentation. Now this is how long it's actually going to take. I'm going to put this in real time. Okay, so it only takes 1:30. Okay, so I don't have a lot of time to actually watch that full thing through, but I've made one that would have been for my channel, and you can do the exact same like I showed you in the prompt. And this is the type of quality that you should be expecting. It's absolutely insane. So tips to real estate agents, and then you've got table of contents, you've got very nice bullet points, an insane image, it even numbers it, puts a color scheme, which I asked for green, and it tells me the most common mistakes. And this is actually insane information. And this only took me not even 1:30 seconds. All right, build a brand, and then it's even got here Donald Trump here. Okay, and if you want, you can just change these images. You can swap them out. If you see they're by pixel, but they're all copyright free. So look, I do this to help real estate agents become financially free by leveraging the power of social media and technology. Okay, so if you would like my step-by-step guide on how I did this today, I do actually have that, and if you want, you can DM me on Instagram to have that. If not, look, if you like this and you want me to continue making this, I highly recommend you subscribe, because that shows me that you guys want more content like this and that it's actually helping. Okay, make sure you enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully this added some value. Bye for now.